everyone, this is Kristina with RD Hair Salon and Blow Dry Bar. Today I'm going to be going over a few tips and tricks to make applying your single process hair color or your root touch-up at home a little bit easier for you. First thing is first, you'll be getting, with your Curbside Color pickup, you'll be getting your pre-mixed hair color, professional formula. You'll be getting a bowl and you'll be getting a brush and some gloves. We'll get our gloves on, and then we're just going to want to make sure that our hair color is thoroughly mixed up. There's no lumps and no bumps in it. This will ensure a nice, even, smooth application for you. Then what we're going to do is work on sectioning and use what you have at home. If you don't have 4 clips, that's okay. I have 2 clips and I have 2 ponytail holders. They'll all work just as well. We're going to take our natural part line wherever our hair normally falls and go straight back down to the nape of your neck from there. From that point, we're going to take the apex, the top of your head, straight down over your ear, and it'll come right behind your ear. We'll clip that section off to keep it nice and tidy. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll take it from the apex of the head and come down all the way like this. And clip this off as well. Now with your hair color, you're going to want to make sure that your hair is clean and dry unless your stylist specifically said something different. You don't need to wash it right this very minute. 1 day old hair is fine, 2 day hair old is probably fine. Next, we're going to actually start applying it. So I suggest everyone start in the front of the hair, the front of your head. And what we're going to do is outline our sections. So for those of you out there that have short hair that won't fit into our quadrant sections, this will be for you then as well. This will help you apply. You're going to outline your sections, meaning I'm going to take this and go right down that middle part line on both sides. And then I'm going to pull this front section forward. Where's that at? Just clean that up a little bit. Pull this front section forward like this. And same thing, just outline that section right there. Tap right at that root. Now I really don't have a root currently, but for those of you that need this and do have a root, you will absolutely notice that line of demarcation where your natural hair color is growing in or your grays are coming through and then your old previous hair color is. We're going to want to take about 1/4 inch sections and flop that right over onto the other side. And same thing, just apply a nice liberal amount of color right to that regrowth area. These little parts right here, you're going to want to get those little sideburn areas just to make sure that's where most people are really resistant with their grays, right around their temple line as well. Now that I'm finished with this top first section, I'm going to pick through it just to give it some air to breathe. You're not going to want to clip it up, you're not going to want to twist it or anything like that. You want it to breathe. And then I'm just going to go through around my hairline again to make sure that I get this whole perimeter nice and covered. Especially, like I said, those of you that have grays out there, this is where it's most resistant. This is where it's showing first as well. Like I said, just give it some air to breathe. And then we can move on. Now, typically I would go with this section as well, but for the sake of just moving on and moving forward, I'm going to move on to the back just to kind of give you an idea of what it would feel like, what it would look like to do your own hair in the back. Your hands are going to be really important with that for the fact that when you use your tail of your brush to section, I like to put my finger on this side and meet it with the tail of my comb. Pick it up. Make sure I get that top again. Even though I already lined that section, make sure I get that back again. You're not going to want to overlap the ends of the hair unless your stylist tells you to. So you'll go through and you'll finish that whole section as well. But like I said, I would definitely start in the front. The two front sections are the parts that you yourself are going to see the most. Anybody around you is going to see the most. And typically, like I said, they're the most resistant if you've got the grays. Another reason to start in the front is if you're a little heavy-handed with your color, you want to make sure you've got enough color to thoroughly saturate your whole head. The front being the most important, it's what you can see. So if you're running a little bit low towards the back, it's not going to be the worst case scenario because you've got that front already finished. So definitely start with that front. So like I said, you'll go through, you'll do this whole section, the front, the whole front together, then the whole back. Line those sections out, and then go through nice 1/4 inch sections all the way down. Clean, dry hair, unless your stylist tells you otherwise. And typically this hair color is going to sit for 30 to 35 minutes. Once again, unless your hairstylist says, I want it to stay on a little bit longer, or for my blonde clients that are only staying on for about 10 to 15 minutes for a toner or just a root bump to give you that blending of the natural color to the blondes on the ends. Thank you so much for joining me today. We hope everyone's staying very safe and very healthy during this time. If there's any problems, questions, or concerns during, before, after your hair color, please feel free to reach out. We'll be glad to help you out any way we can. We can't wait to get back in the salon and see everyone. We miss our clients terribly. And like I said, I hope everyone's staying really safe and healthy during this time. Thank you so much and good luck with your hair color. I'm sure it'll be great. Thanks.